Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Black. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're beat sneaking around.
I'll make a start on putting this. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could...
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Mid hasn't been her usual.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that? If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? What?
Ah, but we don't have...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the detail.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
I'll show you. Here you see the mithril engine, in which excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal display. Now, in other words, the reactor, this is where the helm comes in. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And not only that, they're also water. Why? If sea or rain...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and head there right away.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. I won't let you down.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Straight home now.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The ruins.
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Now, Torgal!
The things I do for you,
Sid!
you shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed. Well, don't...
All right.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Hell.
Excellent.
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going, which is why you need a prism for the dragon's breath. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. I need something light. But...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goose has none.
Ugh, I'm never drinking.
For you,
Well, actually, could you take a look at this?
She...
She has some specific requirements for the material, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the... As you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution. Or if you...
Perhaps it is not a different material.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water and yet, we have made a home here.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. No,
So if we could recreate it...
it might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to... I shall speak to them and see what, if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past may yet...
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames.
So, Clive, who will accompany?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
My knowledge is yours. I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today?
Now, where's Jill?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin. Fresh cuts! Come and get them.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I trust it's all here. All anyone ever wants anymore is water, Quake. How am I supposed to make it?
What do you want? Go on, take it.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now, all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the ship?
Well, I was just explaining to Ty, and now that we have all the...
You can count on me. I've made...
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway.
Apparently, it'll be...
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join? Of course.
Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon followed by a perhaps someone ought to...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
We're seeing troops amassing.
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on...
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates is supervising the construction and testing.
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you. That's one down and just...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and will...
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in camp.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. you see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realised I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Well. Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, lovely bit of kit, yes. Problem is, which is why I've been looking for...
I imagine proper. So what exactly?
Nothing but Bob gave me a sample she'd obtained from... You pour the blackest blight, sir. I did. And do you know what I found out?
I take it.
I saw I would have gone myself, but, well...
All right.
Thank you.
Right, Clive, we'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl do... No excuses now, though.
Not quite. She said there was one...
She said that?
She.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid.
Is that the thing Toes helped with?
crystal too. You're joking.
Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Hopefully it's nothing. Blackthorn.
Not really.
This won't take. I just wanted to ask, and you might still be doubting your craft. Perhaps sharing a thought?
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd look. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that.
So that's what's...
No.
And if you knew how to, we could arm the curse breakers with you.
That's about...
I'll see what I can... Sharper swords, and we can't have our master blacksmith.
You're a soft... But I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown. Didn't like him. Which is why I've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Lawsman.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes...
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional... It may well be that the Bones Lady Karen is accustomed to provide frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes...
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and the last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about.
Even so.
Good hunting, Clyde.
Is that the thing Tomes helped him with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm...
Shh. What don't we... A little. Listen. I've some... And it's...
maybe my fault. Sadly, that square, I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need...
Be late. For...
There you are!
So let me get... And instead of coming, you get Clive to come to you, the man in charge of the place you've been Well...
Oh, just Martha.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well...
We have that much to hand?
No, we don't. And no, after the king's ransom we had off him, he deserved besides. Well,
all right. Is there anything I can do?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece. The little something Sid and I set aside. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
I'm sure there will be.
But you know how it is with this place. Orders to...
I know.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because... you'd rather...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No. I don't. Obelith.
Yep. You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but... But anyway, got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of you...
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well...
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to end just like when we built it. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the 7 High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but...
I hope she's telling the truth. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in 2 places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot for Ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad?
Oh, aye.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fierce?
Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend. My brother and I...
How does a merchant miss...
Oh, the man's a coward.
He sent the two of us to fetch it.
My brother's right on all accounts.
We may have seen our share of action, true.
You, however, chances are they'll come for you
Well, if I'm going to...
You've clearly got a...
We're lucky now. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our...
All right.
No. You just put an end to those bandits and point us...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot.
We've got guests. These must be our bandits.
Stay down. It's over.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nut.
Seems we've found ourselves.
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bar.
And how exactly will you be getting?
You leave that to us. After all,
You've done your part. It's been a pleasure.
there's no need to be so. What if we want his...
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance in bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods.
There's talk.
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you. It's all right.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and oil of talc?
Milady.
Gif. Oh, my.
Otto asked me to settle the high and to...
I thought you might finally be more. Tell Otto he can keep his bauble. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort...
You once told me... I'd like to do the same. And for Otto's. For all...
Otto is... I doubt anything could ever replace his...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. And blamed himself, and I don't know how it happened.
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, I've never met an ill habit. Given that both of... Clive!
I wasn't but it seems we still... And though I...
A stamp is worth at least twice what you owe me.
Think of the differences.
Interest? If word got out, I charged anyway. Why are you a bit much sending?
Something like...
Same as back when the plate probably... Sid may have been, and when Sid...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he... I reckon, don't we all? That, and...
Go will want to know the stones were delivered.
Ready, go?
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough? I say that answers my... Which means we owe the lawsman. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your app.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
vote. So Lady...
Ah, but she threw it right...
Karen...
Oh, if it was...
I'm sure you were attacked.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
Lady Carrot Goat tells me you want... Would you prefer the...
What that? But those were done.
Of course. Surely you wouldn't shut...
Oh, fine. But I'm selling it. Where'd you even get this? A can? Might be might be you even know her. A fine continental maid. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either at...
I knew so little about...
most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have... How long did...
Before he died, back in the... He was quick with me. That was the magic woken... I know I couldn't... My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on it, and I couldn't... Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried for me. Him. And he was true to it through a while. I knew then. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone. I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go we're at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Mid told me she was building a ship. I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off so... So, that'll teach me for treating you. All right, now we know what you're after. I can see it.
Speaking of which, I brought one.
You can, aye. In return, you can...
I was just on my way. You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Black.
Running around after it?
I suppose I am.
Little wonder. There's not many like that make it as far, which made it nice and easy.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I'd help it? Suppose you're not likely to. Fine. If Lord Ignac's the man you want, Delmeckian bloke, and he's got more money than sense, which is why. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in...
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And
I appreciate it.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's fan is gone.
Ah, were you able?
We were indeed.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. But that... Do you recall our conversation concerning...
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the record...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of... Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I... And that number has only grown. One can but speculate as...
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Careful.
Back to the stables, girl. Here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Too slow.
is over. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are you gonna do?
You.
Calm yourself.
Listen.
I've got four. I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living. My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself.
Pardon the...
Out! I paid for these rooms, so I would...
Please. His lordship is going through a difficult time.
Redeem! Get rid of...
Very good. Would you mind stepping...
I'm sorry if I've caused...
That? No, no, no. That he has been dispossessed.
I don't suppose a certain blade with a single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition.
I don't suppose you saw with the...
I did not. Every ill-gotten...
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence. And arrange for...
That will be very...
Farewell.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Company.
Back to the stables, girl. All right. Time to fight. Easy. All right. Time to fight. No mistakes.
We're not alone.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
This must be ignorant. Nothing seems... All right.
I hear I have you. What shall I call it?
Wyvern.
A formidable. Well, Redeem here tells me you...
A few moments of your...
You're a peculiar master. Oh, Karen drove me hard on the price. It was made in the... And is you, David? Each there's a...
But how do they hunt?
Why, they use a... Wets, but it... and that. Wyvern Idica, take this. The very stone of which... And a fire.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lord. I am locked in bitter competition. I am one step...
And there are many of...
Too many to count, but only one do I... And is a... Farewell, Wyvern, may I... Redeem!
I think his lordship is rather taken. Come.
Trust Uncle Byron now. Let's see what Black... Sorry for the wait, but hopefully...
You learned something about...
I did better. Yes.
No wonder I couldn't one hit when I be... I could...
Even so.
I think so, yeah. But there'd be no replacing this. I reckon we get a dozen swords that the... Nah. No point. But finishing our blood... And what's finer than just imagine it? I won't make a copy now.
I'm sure the curse, but just...
I've been working day and night since... Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First, you come and find me when you've got...
Right.
Back, are ya? Saying for you, dear. Anything else?
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
All right then, how's that hunt?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. You're a... Right then.
Telemon, man. Very impressed.
Says the man who cut...
There's no need.
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours?
What?
Well, we thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boot. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit...
Well...
That's the spirit. Well...
It certainly...
Right.
Thank you.
Nona, for supporting. And I'm telling you...
Think Mid might need some help tidying up that workshop.
It seems the rumors were true. Drake's van has been destroyed.
This won't be easy. Time to fight. deserve a rest. Ready, go?
We're not alone.
This won't be... See? No need to ride from here. This must have been a fishing village before everyone left. This is no time to ride. Someone's brave.
elbow! Kills!
Good girl.
Another crystal.
wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Back, are ya? What's Sancfordian, dear? Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
And what can I do for you? It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Oh. Don't. I'm not much. But either way.
You cracked the crystal too? You're joking. me carry your goods. Out of my sight, wretch. Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.